And we are back. And on a Monday. And semi on time. This week, well, you guys didn't know, check out my social media. That stuff's all around, I'm pretty sure. Links are somewhere. But this week is my 4-year anniversary on Twitch and my 1-year partner. So I have been taking time out to celebrate, doing stuff that I want to do, making stuff for the community, making emotes, making stream overlays, etc., etc., etc. So this week is kind of a relaxed week, but I still wanted to deliver this content to you because I do believe this will be able to help a lot of people out there that are moving from taking what they do and love from a hobby to doing it as part-time or partial income or part-time income. Ooh, I love that first sip. Well, last week we did talk a lot about what you need to do, the kind of the groundwork and the necessities you need to have in place to have a client base to help move forward as a part-timer. Some of the things I'll cover in other videos, but I want to kind of keep it down to concise, smaller points. So this will be part 2, moving from taking what you do and love from being a hobby into doing it part-time. So went over some basic things last week. This week I want to kind of focus on the mindset it takes to achieve what you want to do, and how to take, even though it's part-time, it's going to be part-time income, you still want to take that effort you put in, take it seriously. Excuse me. Just ate lunch. Pardon me. And what I mean by take it seriously, we cover some of the things to help be taken seriously, like getting a website, etc. When someone reaches out to you, or you reach out to them, you want to be as professional as possible. You do not want to reply with, "Hey ho," "What's up." You want to keep the interaction as professional as possible, even if the person contacting you is not being very professional. That's not up to you. Their level of professionalism is not incumbent on how you present yourself to them. You want to present yourself as professionally and as positive as possible, even when things aren't going your way. And I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, but when somebody reaches out and you tell them, your rates, and they say, "Well, man, I can't afford that," or excuse me, or "That's way too much. You're being ridiculous." Just reply very simply. Be as kind as possible. "That's unfortunate. These are my rates. Unfortunately, this is what I work for. You can come back to me if you want to, if your budget increases in the next, bit of time. I'll be around for you. I'll be happy to work with you in the future." Leave it at that. That's it. You don't need to get into a fist fight or post all kinds of rants on Twitter and, stories on Instagram. That is not going to help you look good. And this comes to the public perception part of this. Excuse me. So much. Sorry. Public perception of who you are and what you do is super important, almost more important than what you do. And what I mean by that is the way you present yourself to the community and to the space, the social space, is how people interpret what you do. And if you are constantly bitching and moaning about commissioners, commissionees, etc., 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 you haven't got yourself established yet. Some people can do this. I mean, I do it in my comic all the time, but that's satire. If you are posting screenshots of people's DMs all the time, every 2 weeks, and there's always some kind of drama going on with you as a designer, people are going to be very turned off by that, because they might become one of those horror stories that you're being posted about. You have to keep the professional appearance and how you are, taking umbrage or taking issue with somebody's, lack of respect for what you do. Just because everyone on the internet doesn't need to know how people are treating you through DMs or etc. And some people would like to move their personal stuff away from their business stuff, and that I understand. Your personal social media and your business social media is super important. Some people like to separate it. I find it better to keep my stuff together and just be very cognizant of what I'm posting on my social media. And what I mean by that is, when you're following just a business account for art, it can feel a little bit dry. There's not really much interaction going on. There's not much joke cracking going on. Never really getting to show people who you really are as an individual, as a creator, etc. and so forth. I get to post pictures of my dogs. You guys get to see my comics. You guys get to see, random sketches. If I'm only posting, my esports design package, or just emotes that I've made, it's going to get very redundant and it's going to get a little bit boring. So what helps from making people trust you more is showing a little bit. This is very curated material you're posting up there. Not posting about your drama. People want to see your drama, but people, they want to see dramatic things. That being said, you don't want to be known as being a dramatic person. Not as somebody that wants to make money off the thing they do and love. And this is a huge bit of advice. I've seen it happen. I've seen accounts, blow up because of some post, and people forget that they created this amazing work. Now they're in the drama business. They're on the drama alert or whatever. I don't know. So, second thing I want to get into is you want to get invoices for everything you do. I don't care if it's your buddy. I'm like, I don't know. Hey, look, our friends and family, $35 for this. Treat each and every transaction as a professional transaction. Even if you know the person online, for 10 years or whatever, it doesn't matter. Write them an invoice. This is going to help you with their taxes later on. And even though if you're doing this part-time, you might not make enough money to qualify to actually claim this income on taxes. Say that what you do blows up and you didn't write invoices for the first 6 months and you're missing out on 10 grand in a transaction work, and you can't really track it all. Now you're in a position you don't want to really be in. And that's something to take very, very seriously, especially with the IRS. I'm not sure what tax authorities out there, outside of the U.S., but the government wants their money, and they will audit you. So keep track of your invoices. Get some cheap software. PayPal has software. Get QuickBooks. Get something. And what I do on top of that is to help me keep track of what I'm doing. Is every paid transaction I write down. I write down their name or their online handle, email address, and then next to it I put a note, emotes, or motion design and branding, or full package design. I write down every single one. When I'm done, I mark it off and put an X through it. This book has saved my butt more times than I like to mention on keeping track of different projects, and making sure things get delivered on time. And if something has a rush, if it's a rush order, I've got a little star next to it that says rush. These things help make you a more reliable creator, designer, artist, commissioner. It doesn't really matter. This is going to help save you so much time. And people say, well, we don't use Trello or some other online tracking system, so the client can keep track of what their when their order is going to be up. And I heard people have great success with that. For me, as somebody I guess is getting older, I don't know, hitting my middle ages, there is a mind-body connection to actually taking someone's name and writing it out. And there is something very satisfying about completing that project and putting a physical check line through it. This helps build confidence as a designer, as a content creator, as an artist. And this even goes for the to-do things on my list. As long as I can put a line through it, a physical line through it, it feels more complete than checking a box on the computer. And that's one of my little secrets. That's how I've gotten through almost 2,500 orders over the past 5 years. And you know how I got through 5,000 emotes, etc., etc., etc. You guys know the story by now. But this is going to help make sure that the work you've booked gets done. This is going to help you make sure when you're talking to clients and potential clients, you present a positive face, because you're representing yourself not only as a person but as a business. And no one spend money at a business that they don't trust. I don't. I'm pretty sure no one out in the audience wants to spend any money at a business that they cannot trust. So with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with this for part 2 of going part-time. If you guys have any questions, I didn't get any comments. Just lots of confirmation of the things I'd like to hear in the last video. But if you guys have any questions or comments about moving this thing from what you do and love, from from a hobby to doing it part-time to make a little income, please reach out, comment your comment in the comments down below, and there may be a bell, I don't know, somewhere. But I'm here on Mondays, every Monday. I'm gonna keep doing this hobby to part-time series until we can actually get to the part-time to full-time, which is going to be a similar discussion, but we've covered a lot of groundwork in this part already. So with that, I got to adjust the schedule this week on Twitch. Adjusted, I mean. So I'll be on, when I get on. I'm taking it really easy. But we're playing games, giving away some stuff. Gave some t-shirts yesterday. I'm probably giving away another tablet on Friday. I'm doing sub for sub on the channel. And I think, I don't have my mug with me today. Oh no, I got my Saitama mug. Oh, wait, I got the shirt on though. Go to kingscoast.com and get 10% off your order. Code word conquer. Get my whole chest in there. There we go. Code word conquer, get 10% off your coffee order. I have my second sip of my Highland Reserve here. And with that, I hope these small tips help, carve a path for yourself and take, the thing you love to do to the next level. See you guys tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Sorry. I think I'm on Twitch. I'll see you guys next Monday. And swing by the channel. We'll just be giving stuff away and chillax and drinking coffee. Probably watching movies. I don't know. See you guys there, though.